we'll have some breaks as well. Within 1 or 1.5 hour, we'll have a 15 to 20 minutes break for a change and a refreshment. Okay.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and then we will have like after I would say 3 to 4 hours, we'll have our 1 hour break for for you to have lunch and everything. So you can have your lunch in that 1 hour break, and then again we'll continue for the next 4 hours. Okay. And whenever you feel bored or anything, just let me know. We can have some 5 to 5 minutes short breaks in between as well.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, now moving with our objective. I guess the objectives are clear till now. Okay, and you will learn about the QMS and what's our goal and how we can correlate our QMS. Like for medical, we can correlate with ISO and its standards. Then we'll see of some of the techniques and understand what's your role in it. You need to just plan, lead, and take follow up. As I said, you need to set reminders and everything for the company as well.
Mhm.
Now, moving next, uh, training objectives. They are nothing but yeah. So we'll be interpreting the requirements. Okay. So now, the thing which I said, okay, you need to prepare whenever you're going for, I would say, audit. You need to first gather down the requirements of the company, and you should list down what are things you also require when you go for auditing. Okay, what are the things you require? Suppose there are some documents and everything, we will make a list of it.
Mhm.
Now, then further, yeah, acquiring the competencies of an auditor to, plan an audit, then how you can draft reports. So these are some of the soft skills I would say. So how you go through forward with these things. Then, yeah, personal skills necessary for an auditor. For example, as I said, you will not behave with employees like you're interrogator them, but in a funny and more interactive way. You can just it's just how you can take out much and more information from the company. Okay, because they are the employees of company, they'll try to hide some things, or they'll try to just avoid answering you. This also can happen. Okay, it happens many a times. So it's your job to just take the information out.
Yeah.
Okay. Educational approach, yeah, obviously, like I'm your trainer, I'll be giving you some exercises, then we'll have activities, discussions and everything. Okay, so that you can have a more of a practical approach to this course and you can learn better through practical. Now, these are some of the best practices, not best practices, I would say some of the frameworks and some of the guidelines given by ISO 1901 for audit principle, program management. So whenever principles in the sense, you can see a basic one, okay, if you're going, you need to prepare your requirements and stuff. Then you need to prepare a questionnaire for each of your day. You need to prepare your timelines. So everything just the guidelines.
Okay.
So these are some of the you have International Federation of Accounts as well, IFAC. It's like a world accounting organization. Now, when you're dealing with some of the financial records or any of the accounting things, you can, for example, insurance and everything. Okay, you have in medical devices also you have insurance for it, so you can just check out these as well. Then yeah, these are some of the more. So these are just guidelines, and I would say if you need to become in general, okay, in general, if you are focused on being an auditor, you can follow these best practices, I would say, done or written by these authorities. Then moving forward, okay. Now these are your 7 domains. We discussed it earlier as well. Okay.
Mhm.
Now quickly I'll move forward. Yes. So now your ultimate goal is to be a ISO certified, like PCD certified ISO 13485 lead auditor. This is your goal. So to reach to this goal, you need to first pass the exam. Then I guess these prerequisites are already covered. Then we'll have our audit activities. So in after passing the exam, I would say you can become obviously the lead auditor.
Okay,
So
nice.
from now only, all the best for your exam in advance. Now, this is how your certificate will look like. Okay.
Okay.
So just I would see your name here in this thing instead of
Yeah.
your. Okay. Now let's understand what's PCP. So it's PCP is a certification body, okay. I would say for persons, management systems, and even for products out there. Since we are dealing with medical devices, so it will be under products. So it's a certification body, okay, and it will provide you with the certifications, then trainings also, and some guide material so that you can be authorized by them to perform an ISO audits in the company, okay. So
Okay.
the main purpose is is to develop and promote professional standards for certification, and they develop the standards, and then so that the companies can follow it to reach their goal. So yeah, so this is just a strong introduction about the PCB, our certification board. Okay. Now, why become a certified auditor? Okay, uh, like, but obvious if you're not certified and if you're going into a company, and, okay, I have been assigned to, audit your company. So they'll ask, what certification do you have? How will they trust, right? So
Yes.
this is very important. Okay, they trust most of they trust PECB because they have also audited themselves. Okay, they have
Mhm.
proved themselves, and if they are auditing you, okay, that's fine. You qualify yourself to conduct audits, then you have a formal and independent recognition of yourself. Okay, so okay, you are an auditor. That's your you can add in your experience and in your like bios and everything. Then obviously to earn money, okay, to earn salaries. I would say that's the ultimate goal. Why we study, why we do work. Okay, so you can have a hike in your salaries as well.
Okay.
So now, I would say customer service. Now, why we are learning about this is okay, if you have any of the questions or complaints to PCEB, this is the small procedure. I would say it's a big procedure, but you can follow these. Okay, you need to submit a complaint. If you have any complaint, then they'll answer in writing. Then you can do appeal, and yeah, so these are like some of the steps. Okay,
Okay.
if you have any
Nice.
complaints on the PCEB. Moving forward quickly, since we have much things ahead. Okay, yeah, so this is our schedule, but we'll club them. Okay, we'll see how we can just move forward. What's your capability to gasp? I guess we'll complete in 3 days, as said. Any questions so far?
For the moment, no, it's clear.
Yeah, so we are like from 20 minutes, we are stuck in just introduction only. But now we are officially starting with our ISO. Okay, now standard. This is our section 2. Okay, for standard and regulatory frameworks, we'll learn what is ISO, fundamentals, and everything.
Okay.
Now, moving to ISO. Okay, so do you have any idea of ISO?
Yeah.
Obviously, that's why I asked.
I think yeah. But yeah, if I have any question, I think I will let you know because yeah, I I know, but sometimes it's like for example, I have difficulties to understand ISO like ISO in general and when it is
Mhm.
harmonized, what it means.
Okay, let me shed some light on that.
Okay.
Now, yeah. So, moving towards from the history as well, it was in 1946. Some delegates from 25 countries met in London and it decided to have a organization, I would say, and that was ISO. Now, it's International Standard Organization, okay, and it's a non-governmental organization, okay.
Mhm.
It's like still it okay, it's a non-government. I would say it's private and uh, yeah, so that, and then it holds a special position between the public sector and the private sector. Okay, so its members are more of public as well and private as well. They are working in it, and they come up with they conduct meetings and then come up with some standards that a company must follow, so that The company can satisfy its customers, be recognized, and be trusted by, okay, in the public area.